It's never been a better time to be a financial advisor in Australia. So I know this might sound a little bit curveball, but I just want to restate some really clear things. I saw an interesting article this week about Labor, the Labor government talking about the shortfall of advisors in Australia. I saw ASIC starting an investigation into how to make advice affordable. All of these different things. Well, of course, if you take the industry through a set of changes, then you're not really going to be encouraging new advice. So all of that being said, here's what I want you to understand. Being a financial advisor in Australia means this. There are increasing barriers to entry. The barriers of entry have gone up. Now, I understand that for those of you who are practicing, the barriers to remain in have gone up. And I get it. A lot of people are doing more education that have been practicing for a long time. A lot of people are frustrated with having to go and do their FASEA exam, sitting ethics units, doing all of these different kinds of things. I understand the compliance burden that dealer groups have put on. I understand the compliance burdens that ASIC has created. But what I want you to understand is we've got increasing barriers to entry. Not only that, we've got greater complexity in the world. We've got an aging population. So we've got increasing demand. The last thing on that list is we've got a very serious exodus of advisors out of the profession. Now, I'm aware of hundreds of people who are getting out sooner rather than later that may have been around for years to come. Now, that's just the continuing trend that we've seen over the last couple of years, and that trend is going to continue. Not to mention, at this point in time, it's not the flavor of the moment. So we don't have a lot of new people coming into advice. We don't have a lot of growth in new advisor numbers. So what you have is increased barriers to entry, increasing demand, decreasing supply. They are the three things that any entrepreneur would want to have in their favor when they were going into business. So instead of lamenting the scenario that surrounds you, what I'd like you to do is to understand that if you can evolve and make advice work on your terms, if you can figure out how to charge more for what you do and give far more value, if you can be more transformational for your clients' lives in ways that don't require compliance documents, if you can do all of this and provide even greater value, if you can understand word of mouth and referral mechanics and apply them to your business, if you can turn your organic growth rate into double-digit percents and make it sustainable, in this environment, you are in one of the best positions ever. And that's certainly what I'm experiencing with the people and the advisors that I work with. I would certainly encourage you all to be excited about your profession, to be excited about your future. And if you're stuck, if you found yourself in a position where your revenue's not meeting your expenses, where your grandfathered commission is dropped off, where your compliance burden is too high, then it's because your business model is broken. It's not because the business is broken. It's not because the profession is broken. It's because you have to change. And I'm telling you now, if you go back and you re-engage your clients and you do it in the right way, you articulate your value, you find new ways to add far more value that require less compliance, because it's not financial advice in the traditional sense. It's about helping them make better decisions and live their life. And if you can do this, then the world is your oyster, and it's never been a better time to be an advisor. Love to know what you think. Cheers.